It's 2024, and if you haven't noticed, things will never be the same. If you want to make it in this era, you need to understand that polarity is the only path forward. Put simply, not giving a fuck is the only path forward. This beautiful vehicle behind me is a symbol, it's a testament of this new era. Elon, the founder behind this, once the poster boy of the left for his environmental friendly, car, has now become a cult-like figure for the right. And at the center of all of it, he trudges forward without a fucking care in the world. But the end result has been his net worth skyrocketing, his impact skyrocketing. And he is laying forward the playbook for how to exist in this next decade. Step inside with me. I'm gonna break down this entire game in its entirety. And fuck you. One of the CNN headlines the other day, Elon Musk's Twitter platform running rampant with anti-Joe Biden sentiment, otherwise framed as billionaire buys social media platform and intends to use it. We are moving into this era where there's no clear-cut center voice. And with that in mind, first you have to accept that as reality. That's the hard thing for most people. Naturally, we don't want to offend people. Naturally, we want to make friends. We don't want to be confrontational. But the reality is, especially as we move into another election year, we are going to be ripped apart, period. That's just what's happening. And so if you, as an individual, wants to make it, you don't need to get up there and scream or intentionally be confrontational. But you truly, in your soul, need to not give a fuck. So when Elon is sitting up there with Ross Gerber and he's doing an interview and the gentleman is questioning him on potentially losing advertisers over the controversial takes on Twitter, and Elon looks him in the eye and respectfully tells them to go fuck themselves. The direct ROI on that, on his personal brand, is dramatically higher than any ad dollar that would ever be pumped into the Twitter machine. And you're seeing new innovation, you're seeing new monetization strategies, you're seeing a shifting world. And my intent is for you to see those opportunities for what they are and maximize your own personal gain from it, because that's the era we're moving into. We are in the later stages of an empire with the United States. We are moving in to a new era globally with powers like China and Russia further manipulating the world stage. And for you as an individual watching this content, I want to help you see it clear. So let's move into my brand. How I've been able to build an 8-figure business in less than 24 months in this current era. The first thing you need to realize is we've entered really the memeification of real life. So what do I mean by this? You see characters like Tate, you see characters like Liver King. Both are amplified to such an extreme. People like to go, is that satire? Is that a parody? But the fact of the matter remains that when you embody maximum characteristics for what you're embodying, it resonates with people, period. There hasn't been a cult-like figure like Tate in the last 2 decades. He has just stepped forward as the ultimate symbol of what you would consider traditional and raw masculinity. Shooting guns, fighting, not giving a fuck about bitches. He has existed in a way that has made people money. So you look at my brand, and we can talk about it on a specific product by product basis. Top shelf, the overarching theme, the overarching brand, but then you start drifting down on products. So let's talk Her Loss, the new one. Her Loss exists in a way where you'll see the marketing. It is amplified memeification of breaking women's hearts. And that is a direct response to the overreach of this whole feminist, modern American Western woman, right? Women think all of these different things. And at the end of the day, when you just nail it home in reality, it's almost like, Future, the hip hop star, Future the meme, Future the individual. That is a direct response, direct symptom, direct side effect to what modern woman has become, right? Women think they can be man, more or less. Women think they can do all of these things. And Future is the masculine counter to that. And Her Loss, when you see it here, Please Baby Don't Go, that is the direct embodiment of what men need to become. Young men. You see incel culture, right? You see all these young guys broken down because, women are given the stage. They think they're better than everyone. But the fact remains, if you have a 0.1% man, or you become that 0.1% man, you are going to get this response from every single woman in the room every time. Please, baby, don't go. And it's almost funny, right? The name Her Loss, it's funny. But it also is fucking true. And that's the culture we're moving into. Do you know how much hate this will get? Do you know how many people will try to shout this down? Oh, that's like a vile brand of misogyny. But again, if you zoom out as the owner, as the marketer, and you just remain true to your morals without really having to explain the details, at least 50% of the people are already gonna know, right? And that's the beauty of all of it. Let all the haters pour into the comments and say whatever they want, but the real ones know off the name alone. The real ones know her loss. And that's what we're moving into. It's like Tate has never needed to explain himself to his opposition, right? The ones that get the message, the ones that want to be that, they already know. Trump, we should bleep the name Trump just because they're trying to shut him down so hard. But that's another one. He doesn't need to explain himself to the opposition. When he walks in the room at the UFC event and the place goes nuts, they know. Those are the people that want a very specific world. And so we're seeing the cancellation of cancel culture happening real time. And this was predicted a while ago, right? Eventually it had to close down on itself. For the first time this year, you're getting more questions with Rainbow Flag Month. You know, like people are going, wait, maybe children shouldn't be at these parades. Or maybe there is something going on here. And again, for me, like I'm not one here to have any political opinion. I am just observing the broader nature of modern reality and how things are collapsing all around us. They're collapsing around us in a fascinating way. And the more that you hold true, without intentionally trying to be poster for controversy, you're not saying stuff just to stoke the flames, you're just being what you know is true, and you are creating what you know is true. That's where you make money. So I look at my guy here in Austin, Lucas Pachter, with his brand Squid Haas, and what they're doing. You know, Squid clowns fat people. He clowns fat people. Again, it's not meant to be inflammatory, but it's the resurrection of traditional bullying that made the world a better place, okay? We're getting away from the softness that has created a country that is factually unhealthy, factually overweight, and worse off than it was before. By every obtainable metric, overweight, obese people are not good for society. But there was so much coddling, there was so much softness and inclusion that it became the norm. And now you're seeing individuals stand up and just in a really factual manner. He's building a brand. He doesn't want fat people wearing his shorts. And that's what building a brand is. When you draw a line in the sand, you are saying who you stand for. You have to understand that people just want to belong to a group, just naturally. That is what we want. And so the more definitive you are on what your movement is, the more successful you're gonna be. When you get lost in the sauce, so to speak, and you're trying to please everyone, you please fucking no one. But when you stand for something that you believe to be true, and you can stand on that, and you can create around it, and you can fucking meme it, you will make millions.